Sending this photo in just showing closer to the mountains. We got a decent 8 to 12 inches of snow, unofficial totals of course, but all that to say a decent amount of snow for the Sangre de Cristos and parts of the high country. So we certainly needed it for our southern mountains and even areas across the San Juans. They're also under extreme drought-stricken conditions, and it was only about 2 years that this location was also under extreme drought, and we had things like the 416 fire. I believe that was 2018 into 2019, if my memory serves me correctly. But you know, we had about 6 months of drought-free conditions, and then we went right back into it. So it's really nice to see that we're getting some snowpack that far south. Temperatures right now are in the 20s in Colorado Springs. We're at 11 degrees there in Minneapolis, middle 50s across Dallas, and 62 degrees there for parts of San Francisco. So about 6 degrees above average there for parts of the West Coast. And we are certainly talking about below average temperatures today, but it's going to be completely different tomorrow. We're going to be back up into the 50s to low 60s, turning a good 15 to 20 degrees above average, depending on where you're joining us from. So tomorrow is going to feel more like a mid-spring day in Colorado versus the dead of winter. Notice this across parts of the eastern plains right now. Temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s across the region, about 49 degrees because of some of that snowpack on the ground in Walsenburg. So some of those locations across Huerfano County, due to that snowpack, will actually not warm all that much tomorrow. Our gusty west winds will be really the culprit, allowing the temperatures to warm up so much at the surface. It's going to be a breezy day tomorrow afternoon. We're going to start the morning off pretty breezy across the eastern plains, with a decent 20 to 30 mile per hour wind, and really get a persistent wind about 30 to 40 miles per hour here into the afternoon hours and parts of the Pikes Peak region and into the high country. So a breezy afternoon nonetheless, certainly nothing to warrant high wind alerts, but a little bit of a nuisance if you plan on spending extended time outdoors. Temperatures are in the 50s again on Thursday, so we actually keep pretty warm conditions in the forecast through the end of the week, ahead of a brief little cool down for Friday. So it won't be really felt by many. It's just going to be a very weak little system that will start to slowly reinforce a shot of cooler air for us. And we do look for unsettled conditions heading into the weekend for the mountains. But for right now, lower terrain locations are looking fairly dry and very warm over the next few days. So talk about completely dancing to the beat of a different drum by tomorrow with our pleasant and very mild temperatures. It's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow, but it's going to be breezy nonetheless. So best day to be outdoors and enjoy these warmer conditions. My vote would probably be Thursday. Guys?
They all look pretty good to me. If there's